There's a century-old story about a deep-rooted Southwestern rivalry.
Wes Parker dropped the football.
It's a tale that has divided a state.
It's caught! Briscoe's firing! Touchdown, Cowboys!
And one that needs only a single word to describe it. Bedlam.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State! Touchdown, Sooners!
The Sooners look to secure both the Bedlam Bell and a conference championship for the second year running.
He's got it! It's a touchdown!
But this wouldn't be the first time a streaking Cowboys team caused Bedlam in Norman.
And the kick is good! It's a Christmas miracle for Oklahoma State!
Win today and the Big 12 title is theirs.
This is our year.
This is Bedlam!
And it starts now on Fox.
They don't care about any stinking playoff here. The P's that matter are purpose, priorities, perseverance, and passion. It's Oklahoma State and Oklahoma for the Big 12 championship. Bedlam has been part of their lives forever, since before it became a state in 1907. They were only battling for a territory then.
Carson combined for over 300 yards against TCU. This is a tandem that's going to be a key to this game.
Oh boy, they were trying to go wide receiver screen, and James Washington, the intended receiver, disrupted. Jordan Thomas was squatting on that one, Spencer. Almost got a pilfer.
He really did. He split the coverage. You can see him. His eyes were peeking inside from the beginning. He read it like a book and then drove on that play. You've got more numbers around the line of scrimmage. That's why you don't have success in short runs like that.
And on 3rd and 2, Rudolph keeps it. That extra lunge is going to get him to within about a half yard of the line to make.
Also, in this bad weather, they pointed out, threw 8 touchdown passes, almost 500 yards in a downpour in the state title game in South Carolina in his senior year.
By the way, Jordan Evans gets through there to make the stop of Justice Hill there. They're setting up shop inside their 20 again. Play fake to Mixon, looking downfield for Westbrook. I believe they're going to rule he's got it at the 36-yard line for a first down.
Nice in-cut, deep route, and Lincoln Riley certainly settling it.
Carson remains in the backfield. Plenty of time, and that pass almost picked and then almost received. Jordan Evans absolutely had it. I think he was looking ahead for pay dirt. And then after he missed it on the tip drill, Jalen McCleskey almost reeled it in.
Pop was saying, son, you needed to have that one. I mean, Evans really had it in his gun sight. He read it properly. Just a little zone. Sit down. He just steps right in front of that one. Thrown right to him in the numbers, and he just drops it. Sooners could really have used that turnover, Tim.
They've been outstanding of late. P. Ryan in the backfield. Play fake to him. Now Westbrook. He's got it. It's a first down out to the 30-yard line.
Context, that's a good thing.
Play fake to P. Ryan. Baker Mayfield with time. Wow. This is where he's devastating, and so is this guy. D for yet another TD.
Curry, the cornerback, was defending number 2, and again, that's a mismatch. He turned him around, and Westbrook stayed active and did exactly what he needs to do. If your quarterback starts to improvise, you go lateral to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 8. Carson, the setback, out of the shotgun for Rudolph.
Sooners committed to stopping the run with their numbers.
Blitz coming from the safety. And it disrupts the play beautifully. Kelly was coming, the linebacker. Pass intended for Washington again, but Mason just had to unload that one.
Mike feeling really emboldened with number 19 here. Kelly coming off the outside, takes on Carson, sheds him. Carson can't see Rudolph trying to evade in the background.
Play fake. Mayfield rolling out of the pocket and looping it deep in a busted coverage. It's Dimitri Flowers. 66 yards.
To give Lincoln Riley credit, number 1, you can see these move plays where they bring the quarterback outside the formation. This is a delay cross all the way deep down the field. The back comes open. Flowers does a tremendous job of navigating open spaces. He's a bigger guy.
A big break for Oklahoma State. Both the offensive pass interference and then the stop to hold them to 3 after the 67-yard, officially we're going to call it, throw to Dimitri Flowers. 2nd and 11. Nice cutback by Perine. Samaje is met. Dede on a little jet sweep action has the first down to the 40-yard line. Trying to get him the ball in a variety of ways. Cole Walterscheid, number 80. On first down, it's Mixon. Well, if you don't make that first tackle in space, then you're going to give up a lot of yards. Trey Flowers ushered him out. A healthy gain there. Richards had his shot. Did not come up with him.
Ramon Richards, number 7 again. He was on the outside, and he had pretty good technique, except he should have had his head on the outside. Again, to make your point, you cannot tackle this guy haphazardly in that way. You've got to come, keep his waist in your eyesight, and tackle him above it. This team believes, Oklahoma State, that they can compete your place or mine. That's why it's a rivalry.
1st and 10 for Mayfield. Looking to get vertical again. Goes with the shallow cross. It's Mixon coming out of the backfield. Tripped up by Justin Phillips, who's had a whale of a first half. And he's slow to get up.
Now out of the game and off the field for the Sooners.
Perine. Well, that's more like it. Run game that has to be effective for both of these teams.
Well, that's a tough spot to be in. Just a 3-man rush.
Mayfield flush from the pocket. Looking for help, and he finds it. It's Jeffrey Mead. Gosh, he is so good when out of the pocket, and his receivers come back to help him. Mead played the role of D.D. Westbrook right there.
His 3 biggest plays have come on similar plays, whether it was Trey Flowers or D.D. Westbrook. You can see this is the latest when Kenneth Magruder Edison was the one that broke the coverage and was able to recover enough before the big play.
Here's Perine. And he's dumped inside the 10. Huge drive here for Oklahoma to answer for tonight on Fox. Mayfield over the middle. That is a touchdown. Geno Lewis. His 2nd of the day.
You can see Geno out here in the tandem match. He slows down just enough to beat Avery Red, I think, who's trying to defend him there. And you know you're not going to totally shut him down, these 2 mirror image teams. But I think they've done a great job of limiting the production on the ground.
That's Samaje Perine. And look at him go on the opening play of the half. "66 yards, and it's Jordan Stearns, number 13, that saved the touchdown. Lampkin makes the stop for Oklahoma State.
Great players since when they're being called upon to make outstanding plays. Part of what you're seeing here is a result of halftime adjustments. But the other part of it is just sheer passion by a player that understands one of the other complementary points and parts of this offense is down, and that's D.D. Westbrook. So Perine says, I've got to answer. Stepping up big time.
Early in the second half in Bedlam. Perine has now moved into the Wildcat. He got it in. It's a touchdown. His 11th touchdown this year.
Tim, that's just lining up and saying my big guy is going to beat your big guy. Ramon Richards was in there at the cornerback position, stepped up, but Perine took the direct snap, got a nice block from Flowers, his fullback, and stuck his nose in there to get the Sooners back on the board in the second half of the first strike.
Geno Lewis is in the slot. Look out for him. He's been the chain mover today in the passing game. There he is. Move the chains. That's the first down out to the 42.
Yeah, Kenneth Magruder Edison defending on that play. Again, just man coverage. And you can see Baker with just a 3-man rush, actually 4-man, including the linebacker, finds a nice job of sorting that ball.
Good run game right here.
Mixon. Well, you get that one look, and if you miss in space, it's going to cost you. That time, it looks like it slowed him down, too.
Yeah, it did. That, they want that. That's intentional.
Out pattern, and there he is again, Geno Lewis. To the 43-yard line of Oklahoma State, a first down. It's Trey Flowers that 2 for 2 on third down conversions in this drive. There goes Baker Mayfield, and he quickly slides down shy of the first down. I think they'll give him stretch play to Samaje. He cuts it back in for the first down. All the way to the 26. Averett and Widener. Play fake, Mayfield. Well done to Jordan Smallwood. Yet another first down. This has been a methodical, old-school drive by Oklahoma.
I don't know if that ball came out of his hand really nicely, but in looking at it again, it was actually okay. But the fact that he had plenty of time and they're moving the pocket as Lincoln Riley to allow his quarterback to make plays in space and improvise, this is exactly the type of script that they want to follow right now.
2nd and 7. Mayfield's got a lot of room and a lot of time. And a touchdown. That's Mixon. First to hug him is D.D. Westbrook.
First of all, it's the amount of time that number 6 Mayfield has available to him. Great protection up front, improvisation. Again, one of his elite backs finds himself in a position where he's able to make an improvised.
Seibert to boot it away. Barry Sanders again is back deep. From the goal line. He juggled it a little. And it ultimately hurt a lot. A fired up Sooner group chants Sylvie. Out of the shotgun, it's Justice Hill, and nothing doing. Oklahoma was ready for that.
He needs protection and a laser throw.
Rudolph. Not enough time. Ogbiona Okoronkwo on top of him. Just call him Obo. And that's a big-time sack, and it'll force a field goal.
The route was there, but Obo was what disrupted that play. Again, it's the penetration off the outside, the nice dip of the shoulder and the rip to get that right arm through. It's a tremendous job of ripping through Victor Salako there.
When the game was played in Stillwater, but Eric had an incredible game in that second half, and there goes Perine again. Talk about surgical procedure. I mean, that was just a fine art of cutting between the 2 and 3 gaps there.
Yeah, just serpentining, just working in, taking advantage of those nice blocks. That was Ben Powers, number 72, that cleared it. And then Rick, big plays, big days. The great ones step up when they're called.
One more time, Perine laying the lumber to Stearns. That's very similar to the kind of run we saw from Carson earlier. And you see Stearns slow to get up.
Take a listen.
Oh. That's intentionality. 1st and 10 with the ball at the 36-yard line of the Cowboys. Perine trying to put the finishing touches on this puppy. Widener shoves him out of bounds.
Kenneth Magruder Edison, number 3, made the mistake of trying to hit Perine around his thighs. Timmy, wasn't going to work. You see that? That little shoulder top isn't going to make a difference to Perine.
You went all Frank Broyles on that one.
Particularly in the Bedlam series.
On first down, here's Hill, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage by Okoronkwo. Obo's been all over the place here in the second half.
You have to wonder at some point in time on the read option, if they're keeping players homes and working with the single safety look, that means more bodies around the line of scrimmage. At some point, you got to take a shot. He, too, now had his surgical garb on, working down the field nicely.
They go out pattern, and that one was almost picked. Carson coming out in the flat, and Jordan Evans had a beat on it. And had he maybe another step, it could have been 6.
Yeah, Evans is the inside linebacker again, using that right hand, and he committed to it. And the point is, if that had been a defensive back with a little bit more body control, he probably would have picked that one off and headed the opposite direction. Love the way Rudolph is taking his time to get in the right play, identifying the inside backer.
Hill on the stretch play. Spun down by Stephen Parker, number 10.
Out the strong safety. Boy, he wiped that play clean. And
we'll see if it's deflating for Oklahoma State defensively here. Mixon. Touchdown. Unfortunately for Oklahoma State, led to a missed field goal. Trying to block here for Hill, and it's nothing doing. Justice Hill, who had a great first quarter, has been stymied since. That's Jordan Evans, number 26.
Sooners going straight man. Somebody's got to win for Oklahoma State.
Looking for Lacey. Hammered by Okoronkwo. Obo got there again. Well, they've just been unable to handle number 31.
Obo played the note the Cowboys certainly didn't want to hear. Dissonant, but execution outstanding. Nice job of working on Victor Saleko, the tackle on that left side, and just speed rush went right by him and got into Mason Rudolph's wheelhouse.
And Salako's an outstanding tackle.
Oh, he's great now. But again, Timmy, when you're in a wide 5 or 7 technique, that means you're either on his outside shoulder or wider. It puts that big old 335-pound guy, as athletic as he may be, in space. So now you got a skinny guy that can go either way. It's tough. Mike Gundy and the job he's done there in his 11 years as head coach.
On 3rd and 5, Mayfield with a quick out pattern to Smallwood for a first down.
He got it in explosive plays. 4 plays, 60 yards or more.
Perine inside the 40 to the 39, and that should be enough for the first down. Line to make was right there at the 39. Will be very close. But they still take on all comers, and you'll never doubt their strength of schedule. Perine again. He had the back judge, the umpire, seeking some help. He was about to get run over by number 32.
And Perine thought it was a magnet. He just went after him. He wasn't trying to avoid him. He's looking for some help. Looking for help from that 12th man, that blocker.
Oh, get out of there.
Oh, man.
4th and 1. Perine, it's there. And he takes a knee.
That's a nice heads-up move right there.
He takes a knee. Why not?
That's respect. And again, the game is not necessarily that tight, but that was a heads-up, classy play by Perine. Does a nice job of getting in there and putting his knee down.
Yeah, that is class. In a rivalry game, and I'll say this, a lot of the Oklahoma State contingent, their team, and a lot of their fans were on hand. I know how bitter this rivalry can be, how chippy it is, but the level of respect that both Mike Gundy and Bob Stoops had, the time that they've been at their respective institutions, that speaks highly of both.
And I call it the element of recency. What you do last, you remember most. And that play Perine just did,
they are the Big 12 champions, the Oklahoma Sooners. Undefeated for the first time since the Big 12 was put in play. They've been undefeated before in conference play, and winners now of 9 in a row. They will be Sugar Bowl bound. A likely opportunity against Auburn. 46th title in school history.
It was the anatomy of how they won it, Timmy. Without D.D. Westbrook, their top receiver, Perine went down several times and came back to be a contributing factor. Oklahoma looked okay today.
Yes, indeed. Incredible performance for Baker Mayfield. And those running backs that he had with him, oh boy. Down to Bruce Feldman with Bob Stoops. Bruce?
Coach, you told me after the start of the after halftime, you guys got to run the football better. What changed with this group?
You know, just the execution. I know Coach Biedenbow made some adjustments with the O-line after seeing what they were doing. The guys blocked well. Samaje and Joe Mixon were great, running, powerful guys running the ball. The whole script flipped, and then defensively we stopped their run game, and we started running it, and that was the key to winning.
This is the 10th Big 12 title you've had in 17 years. What stands out about this group?
Just special. I've been blessed beyond belief with administration, great players, great staff member, great coaches, assistant coaches. So we've got a great team of people here working all together, and I've just been fortunate to be in front of it as a head coach.
All right, Coach, you got a trophy to go collect. We'll see you in a minute.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. The Sooners have now, under Bob Stoops, won 10 Big 12 championships. That is one more win than he has home losses in his career.
That's impressive. Well, there's always ebb and flow in the course of a season, and this one started out in a very nondescript fashion when this team ran into a red-hot Houston team who was coming off a postseason victory over Florida State the year before, and then followed up with a loss to Ohio State and rebounded nicely.
And the kid that was a walk-on and just decided, you know what, I think I'll leave and go play at Oklahoma, where they have a guy that was Sugar Bowl MVP not that long ago. Baker Mayfield is standing by with him.
Baker, it looks like where you wore that shirt, you were ready for this game and what the outcome was going to be like. What really stood out to you when you lose Dede, your best receiver, and obviously Samaje got banged up? What did you guys have to do to win this game?
I just had to have the next guy step up. I mean, we've had that all season. We've had guys get injured on both sides of the ball. So, I mean, we had the next guy step up, making plays, and then the offensive line's playing great. We were able to run the ball.
Looks like the Fu Manchu did you pretty well. Are you going to keep it for the rest of your time here?
No, I think my lady friend might get mad if I have to shave it, or if I don't shave it.
For you guys to close this out and win it here, this is the first time in Bedlam the home team has won in 4 years. What does it say for you guys, and how special is it to win it here?
It's huge, especially knowing that the Big 12 championship's never going to be here again. We got the conference championship next year, so it's good to be here with our home fans. So happy to have it back-to-back. The 10th one for OU right in our stadium.
Thanks, Baker. Back to you, Tim.
Come on now.
That is some leader, that young man right there. The junior from Austin, Texas, Lake Travis High. In a world where if a quarterback doesn't get to play quickly, he goes someplace else, he decided to take on the challenge of competition to become the quarterback at Oklahoma. It's a rare quality that we see in the modern-day internet athlete in college football.
Well, we need that capacity. More young men and women, for that matter, need to be able to embrace the difficult challenges that come before them, because life isn't going to get any easier. And to see Baker Mayfield accept and embrace an opportunity to come here and play with Trevor Knight, was ensconced in that starter position as a young quarterback, that speaks volumes to his sense of confidence about what he can do, but more important, what's possible. That's an outstanding job by him.
The college game is one of evolution.
Yep.
By the way, we're going to be getting down there for that trophy presentation in just a moment. By the way, Perine's 239 yards gives him a total of 4,036th in his OU career. That is 5th all time. That's up there with some of the greatest names in the history of Oklahoma running backs.
Yeah, Billy Sims is up there with a little over 4,100. Joe Washington, he's eclipsed that 4,000 as well. Adrian Peterson, Steve Owens, and then Samaje Perine in that 5-hole. All with 100 yards.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yep. Magnificent performance. And on so many levels, we talk about the evolution of the game. I thought it was wonderful what he said about having a chance to win it in Norman. Next year, this championship game will be in Arlington at Jerry's World. They're going to need and they want the 13th data point. That's a very common phrase that you're hearing during the playoff era. And I think that's in the best interest of the Big 12. But this was old school, sort of 20th century championship football we witnessed today. A regular season game played in a home field and a title won.
So much about success in the college game today is about how you adapt.
Yeah.
It's about adjustments from half to half, quarter to quarter. We saw the transition from the first quarter to the second quarter.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State with 121 yards rushing. A little tweak here by Oklahoma and Mike Stoops shutting them down essentially in that second quarter. And then the beautiful job by the offensive coordinator, Lincoln Riley, slowing the game down to help not just his defense, but also his quarterback as well, because D.D. Westbrook was down, and number 6 there, Mayfield, had the game of his life.
All right, let's go back down to Bruce Feldman for the Big 12 trophy presentation. I know he's got the commissioner as well as Bob Stoops down there with him. Bruce, take it away.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bruce Feldman from Fox Sports, and let me be the first to congratulate the 2016 Big 12 champion, Oklahoma Sooners. Okay. With me here is Bob Bowlesby. He's the commissioner of the Big 12. I think he has a little presentation for you guys.
Coach Stoops, President Boren, Director Castiglione, and a terrific football team. Congratulations on yet another conference championship. Enjoy the postseason. Congratulations.
I think we're in Africa. Let's get ready to take our picture. Oh, yeah, I need to be in this one. Oh, yeah, Will.
Bob, you guys started out 1-2 this year. Some people wrote you off. You guys are here now celebrating this. What do you say about this team and how they battled through everything?
Just very resilient, had a great positive attitude, kept our confidence, and the guys just kept improving each and every week.
All right. Thanks, Bob. Congratulations.
All right, let's get for it. I'm winning this. Yes.
Congratulations to Bob Stoops and his Oklahoma Sooners, champions again in the Big 12 Conference. 9 wins in a row. Amazing. Well, his running backs certainly played like Heisman candidates today, both of them, Pirine and Mixon. But how about our final Nissan Heisman watch of the year, Spence?
You know, it's ironic. We didn't know that D.D. Westbrook was going to go down, so we actually slid him in that. It was based on his performance before. But I still think Jalen Hurts, who could become the first true freshman to go wire to wire and win a national championship since Jamel Holloway did it back in 1984-85, our year. So it was an outstanding performance. He's got a chance to do that. And again, by the way, Fox's own Troy Aikman was the quarterback of that team. Broke his tibia against Miami, and then came Jamel, and we ran the table from the rest of the way out.
The Oklahoma Sooners win Bedlam, and they will play in the New Year's Six Bowl, more than likely the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, with Auburn out of the SEC on the other side. The Taste of Winning, sponsored by Coca-Cola. And the Sooners won again, their 10th title, and Bob Stoops yet again is riding high in the Bedlam series. We'll be back to wrap it up here on Fox after this. A picture that will last for a long time in Oklahoma. A reminder tonight, the Big Ten Championship is on Fox. Number 6 Wisconsin takes on number 7 Penn State. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern on Fox, or you can watch it live on Fox Sports Go. Our many thanks on this, our final broadcast, to our producer, Eric Billickmeyer, Director Doug Freeman, our Associate Director Brian Biederman, and the Broadcast Associate Justin Tolbert, Brian Colucci, our Computer Statistician, Scott Alexander, and Brett Bender up in the booth, and our leading technical team, Bill Moore Jr. Marvelous job by all. Well, the score was 17-10 with 90 seconds left in the first, and Oklahoma closed on a 28-3 run. To take Bedlam, for Spencer Tillman, Bruce Feldman, this is Tim Brando saying so long. Bedlam belongs to Boomer Sooner.